This is a sickness!
Let's get it. Yes, it is. It's a hell of a sickness. How you guys doing? How are you guys going? It's been a while. I think I did not stream in about a week or two. Very busy. But how are you guys doing? Let me say shout out to Brazil. What up, Brazil? First in the chat. Brazil said he's just chilling. It's showtime. What up, Richie? What up, man? How you guys doing? How the family doing? How you guys, kids going? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody is fine. Did a nice show just started. What up, Kodali, what up? This is a sickness. What up, Kodali? Hey, my brother, Yataza. What up, Yataza? Guys, welcome. It's a sort of a late stream tonight, but we have to, recap. We have to recap this news. Neve, what up, man? Well, Neve is playing Doom while he's listening to the podcast here. What up, guys? What up? Hit the like button as you guys come in. If you guys are not yet subscribed, subscribe. Throw something in the chat to support your boy. But this week we had a lot of news. This week was a week of pain, a week of sorrow for the PlayStation community. Yet as I was saying, daughter is good, sir. Yeah, man. You gotta keep the kiddies in check, man. So yes, this week was a week of pain for the PlayStation community, a week of sighing and crying. But this is exactly what the PlayStation community deserve for their lack of telling Sony or protesting. The same thing they did in the Xbox era, to telling the Xbox or advising the Xbox fans to say something. Currently, the PlayStation fans are not saying anything when it comes to the amount of content they get or first-party content that they get on their platform. Now, this week, we had an article that came out that had a lot of persons talking in the industry. Now, this article simply made a statement saying that the PlayStation 5 is let down in terms of first-party exclusives. Fans say 5 years after launch, the PlayStation 5 leaves much to be desired when it comes to first-party PlayStation exclusives. Players reckon. While there is no shortage of great games to play this generation, one can't help but notice the sense of PlayStation Studios' output, especially in comparison to the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 era. Now, this is not to be debated. I mean, we could see it, we could feel it, we could smell it. We could basically see that Sony is not pumping out as many first-party games as they used to. Shout out to Why So Serious. Why are you so serious, man? What up? Why so serious? So this is what I've been saying. The PlayStation community is very mute when it comes to the PlayStation exclusives. Now they are saying nothing is wrong with, making deals with third party. Nothing is wrong with having multiplayer games. But it's very clear that right now when it comes to first party exclusive, PlayStation is lacking, right? Now it says PlayStation 5 or PS5 first party exclusive slate bogged down by misadventures. Now some person is saying that here what? They are saying that the reason why Sony is in this predicament is because of the games as a service. And I want to agree. What up, P-Lump? P-Lump, I heard you destroyed some ponies today, man. I heard you destroyed some ponies today. Congrats. Congrats, man, P-Lump. I heard you had their heads flying. I love it. So, yeah, I mean, the PlayStation community, they want to deny what is going on here, but they cannot deny it any longer. The latest discourse was sparked by a Forbes article that has been making rounds on gaming forums. in light of Marathon's development trouble and delay. So, guys, you all heard that Marathon, the game that Sony lied to their shareholders and said that was coming up, that was coming this year. Now, all of a sudden, Marathon is delayed. This was part of Sony's strategy to bring more games to their platform. But guess what? They are consistently showing that they cannot produce a games as a service. They failed at Concord. They are now saying that they have failed. They have failed with Marathon. And guess what? It just so happened that Fear Games might also be in trouble. So I mean, what is Sony doing there? Everybody thought Sony was cooking, but Sony is not cooking. All Sony is cooking is trash. All Sony is cooking is a steaming load of trash. And guess who is going to pay for it, ponies?
You.
Thank you, mother. Thank you, mother, for telling these ponies who is paying for this trash. These guys are pumping out these games as a service, and it just cannot leave the runway. It cannot leave the runway when it comes to games as a service. And that is why we are seeing this is happening. Now, fans seem to agree. We have noticed that an increasing amount of PlayStation fans are starting to admit that the PlayStation 5 hasn't produced the kind of heavy hitters we saw in the last two generations. We could agree with that. I think that's a known fact, right? We could agree with that, which we can partly blame on ballooning budgets and consistently increasing development time. But there is also an elephant in the room that we have talked about multiple times: Sony's expensive live service misadventures, coupled with remasters after remasters. So this is what Sony was doing for this generation. There have been a lot of remasters. A lot of remasters have been consistently showing up on the PlayStation platform. And this is what Sony is doing to basically fool their audience. These ain't new games. These were games that you played on the PlayStation 4 that they are rehashing, giving you a few extra leaves, a few extra grass, and they're saying, look, take that. That's what, $70. That ain't no games. Let's look at this list because, guys, let's face it, because Reforge, Jimmy Neutron is saying that we are dishonest by saying that Sony don't have any games. So you know what? Let's look at the list and let's objectively see if it is that this list that these ponies are talking about, if we could really say this is a banger. Let me say shout out to, what is that? Bineto, what up? What up, Bineto? Sin, what up, Sin? Well, I spoke to Why So Serious. Pilum. Force One, what up? Who else? Yeah. So as Yataza was saying, I remember when the PlayStation communities was telling the Xbox fans to demand better. You all remember that? I remember that. Chichi, what up, CC? I said Chichi. What up, CC? Chichi's a whole different other thing. What up, CC? So look at these games here, guys. So Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man Remastered were both on the PlayStation 4. Astrobot was a pack-in game. It was not really a full game. This was a game that really tests the dual sense. So these three don't count. These were not PlayStation 5 exclusive games, only made for the PlayStation 5. Demon Souls, guys, that was a game that was also remastered or remake. So these four games already don't count. Returnal, I believe Returnal was only on PlayStation 5. You guys could correct me if I'm wrong. Returnal was an exclusive to the PlayStation 5. Now, Ratchet and Clank was also an exclusive for the PlayStation 5. So, right. So, between 2020 and 2021, that entire generation, we only saw the PlayStation fans got 2 exclusive games. We are not going to count MLB 21 because that's a multiplat, and we are not going to count Ghost of Tsushima, which was a remaster, and Uncharted, which was a remaster. So all these games here, guys, only 2 out of this list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games were PlayStation 5 exclusive. And let's face it, Ratchet and Clank has a fan base. Returnal was a rather new IP. This weren't no heavy hitters. In 2021, the PlayStation community did not get any heavy hitters. So what are these ponies even talking about? Let's look at the list again. We're going to 2022. Horizon. This Horizon, was this exclusive to the PlayStation 5? The answer is no. This was cross-platform play. So this was also released on the PlayStation 4. I believe Gran Turismo 7 was also on the PlayStation 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. MLB The Show 2022, multiplat again. And then we started with the remaster of The Last of Us. Again, this game again keeps showing up. So from 2020, guys, to halfway of 2022, what did the PlayStation community have? Nothing but remasters, remakes, multiplats, and cross-platform games. Where the bangers at? Where all these games are the PlayStation community? Where the new IPs at? Where the exclusive PlayStation games? And these guys thought they were eating. They were eating rehashed games from the PlayStation 4 generation. God of War, Ragnarok, also a PlayStation 4 game. This DLC, Horizon Burden Show, was a DLC. MLB The Show came to everything. Spider-Man 2, I believe this was an exclusive for the PlayStation 5, but later came to the PC. And then again, we started off with the remake and the remasters again with The Last of Us Part 2. MLB The Show again in 2024, multiplat. Astrobot, exclusive, we'll give them that. So far we have Astrobot, Spider-Man 2, we have Ratchet and Clank, and Returnal. Out of this 4 games in 3 years, let us say that Spider-Man 2 was the heavy hitter, right? Let's say that. Astrobot made some waves. It was not widely popular amongst the pony community because only 2 million of you guys bought that. Yeah? Then we had Horizon. Is this Horizon Call of the Mountain? No, I think this is Horizon. Is this Horizon Zero Dawn? It would have been Horizon Zero Dawn remastered. I mean, look at this list. And in 2025, guys, you ponies got a remaster, a multi-plat when it comes to MLB The Show 25, Days Gone, a remaster. Then you guys are getting Ghost of Tsushima. Notice that Death Stranding is not here because Death Stranding is not a PlayStation first-party game. It's a second-party game in partnership with Kojima. So that is why it's not on this list. And then everything else, which is only one I'm seeing, is 2026. I'm seeing this Taros is 2026. And the rest of games, guys, are yet to be announced. TBC to be announced. TBC. So when it is PlayStation fans are saying that here what? We are not seeing the heavy hitters like back in the day. We are not seeing the new IPs like back in the day. They have a point. This list, according to Why So Serious, is boring. Where are the best PlayStation 5 games? You know where it is? It is in Concord. That's where all your games are, ponies. You have your games in Concord. Concord, is who got your new games, who got your exclusive PlayStation 5 sequel. None of these games we saw here was saying anything. So when it is we read that article that PlayStation fans are upset of the lack of first-party games, it isn't any cap. That isn't any clickbait article. That article is citing facts based on what we are seeing. Based on what we are seeing. So now the PlayStation community is down bad when it comes to first-party games. So what also surprised the PlayStation community, and I need to get you guys' opinion on this one. So recently, we had a rumor. We don't know how true it is, but I'm guessing that it has some good backing behind it. Is that Xbox is partnering with Quest, with Meta Quest. Meta Quest 3.6 Xbox Edition leaks ahead of official reveal. May include wireless controller. Now this is interesting because we know right now the virtual space is shaky. The VR space is shaky. Sony tried to bring their VR to market, but we are not seeing that Sony is making waves with their VR, right? Sony is struggling with their VR. Although they are trying to pump out one game here, one game there, there is no heavy hitter when it comes to VR. Now, do you think this approach that Microsoft is doing to partner up with Facebook here, partner up with Meta, do you think this is the best way to penetrate this industry, this VR industry? Because we know that the Meta Quest is widely popular. I believe it's a good strategy because they are not going to get how to have an upfront cost when it comes to manufacturing this. Meta is an already established platform. If it is they partner with them, they could make some waves in the VR space. Now, this is how it looks. What do you guys think about this? So this is looking like this is going to be the VR. In addition to that, we are hearing that they are going to give the wireless controller would be included in the box. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have not, let's see if we can get this stream up to 50 likes. So what you guys think about this? A leaked image of a black box decked out with an Xbox logo next to Meta's has the internet talking. This is likely a Meta Quest 3S Xbox Edition, a collab teased since April 2024 and now set to possibly drop into gamers' hands by June 24, 2025. With a rumored $399 price tag, this special edition aims to merge Xbox gaming heritage with the immersive VR world. What do you guys think about this? Do you think this would... I mean, there are some Xbox fans who would like to experience VR. I mean, it's not my thing. I'm hearing persons getting cataract and cross-eye from VR, so I'm good with that. Persons are getting cataract and cross-eye with these VR. I'm okay. So, I mean, this is for who it applies to. Not for me, but I'm seeing some persons trying it out, right? Good. Now, one of the things that had the PlayStation community talking this week was one little video. One little video that Sarah Bond would have dropped. I mean, when I called her Sarah Bomb this week because she dropped that bomb and that exploded the PlayStation community. Sarah Bomb was like, ponies, hold on to this. Hold on to that, ponies. A bomb Sarah dropped on these ponies' head this week. Now, what was that bomb? Let's look at this video and let's see why the PlayStation community was upset this week. Let's look at this. Is it this video here? Oh, that's not the video. Let me get the video here, guys. I clicked the wrong video. Let's see what had the PlayStation community upset this week. All right, is it this here? Yeah, let me see. Xbox, yeah, this is it. So let's listen to this video here. Let me just load down the volume behind in the background. We load down this volume here so you guys can hear what Sarah is saying. And we could stop in between, guys, and see what she's saying. Listen.
At Xbox, our vision is for you to play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want.
So Xbox vision is to play the games you want, anywhere you want, with the people you want. Freeing the gamers. Why be controlled where it is you should play? Xbox is freeing the gamers. Listen.
That's why we're investing in our next generation hardware lineup across.
So they are investing in their next generation hardware lineup. So let me just say that for the ponies in the back who said they are not making any hardware. Xbox is investing in their next generation hardware lineup. Not just the last hardware, but the hardware lineup. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys.
Console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories. I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles.
Stop right there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Microsoft already had a deal in place with AMD, right? But this deal that they are talking about is a special deal. This deal is to basically develop silicon, right? For the new consoles that are coming out. She said consoles there. You guys heard what she said? Listen again.
Xbox consoles in your living room and in your hands. Together with AMD, we are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the
in gaming silicon. In gaming silicon. I mean, these ponies are so stupid. They were saying that Sarah Bond was confirming that they are getting out of the console business. They are going full PC. I mean, what are the...
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Comprehension is a hell of a thing. It is a hell of a thing. Listen.
The next generation of graphics innovation to unlock a deeper level of visual quality and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all maintaining compatibility
with the power of AI. This is why Sarah and them.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
That's why Sarah is the GOAT. She just dropped that video, and this video had all these ponies talking. Wow, wow, wow.
Ability with your existing library of Xbox.
What up, Oscar? What up, Big B Money? What up, Mr. Kima? Who I miss? Big B Money, Oscar. Hey, Professor Strong. What up? What up? Eastside Vandal. What up? Who am I missing? Who didn't I shout out? CC. Yes, right. Coda Lee. What up, guys? Hit the like button as you guys come in. Yo, Melo. Melo, you want to come and talk some stuff, man? Come on in, man, Melo. Let me send you a link, Melo. Let me send you a link. Let me send, maybe you have some free time. You could grace us with your presence. Guys, hold on 1 minute. Let me just send 1/3 of the state of gaming a link. I know Melo had a lot to talk about when it comes to Xbox, what Xbox is doing, and how the PlayStation community is crying. So let me just give me 2 minutes. Let me just send Melo a link here. Melo, check your inbox, my brother. Check your inbox. Let me send you a link here. Paste. If you have some free time, right? So yeah, I mean, this was a video that upset the entire PlayStation community. Sick.
Xbox games. This is all about building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want. Delivering.
Now, let me tell you this. Microsoft cross-platform play is very interesting because no longer would you, anywhere you go, your games will be going with you moving forward. Yeah? So it don't matter if it is you are playing on PC, it don't matter if it is you're playing anywhere yo, yeah, Pilon, you can get a invite. Just no cursing, right, man? That's my only rules. No cursing, and I'm making sure that I have like a family friendly thing. So I'm gonna send you invites. You on are you on Twitter, Pilump? Are you on Twitter? Could I send this in the no, let me just send it in the chat. Pilump, send me a message on Twitter now. Let me invite you up. Yeah. So yeah, I mean these ponies are sick. Melo,
Yep.
Melo, what up,
Can
man?
you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you loud and clear, man. Loud and clear. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good. What you doing with that beautiful queen of the X on the screen? Out here dropping those
Well,
bars like that.
well,
Did you?
I'm just playing this video. I know this video had a lot of persons in the industry talking this week. I mean, the amount of discussion, the amount of hurt, the amount of pain came out from this video, Melo. I mean, these guys it's like they are in this sunken place. They don't know what to do after this video, Melo.
Man, this is what happened when the American school system has failed us in
Correct.
entirety. Because reading comprehension shouldn't be this hard, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Pilam, send me a message on Twitter. It's Island Gaming. It's Island Gaming on Twitter. Just look for my Twitter handle and send me a message. I'll send you a invite. Yeah. So I mean, this is what these guys are doing. They are trying to cope. I mean, I don't know what is going on. These guys are very, very, very sick. Pilam, if it is you go on my YouTube, you will see the link there for my Twitter. So go on YouTube and you will see the link for Twitter. Shout out to Pilam. So what are your thoughts on that video this week, Melo? What are your thoughts on that video? What you got from it? What you gleaned from it, Melo?
What I gathered from it, I'll tell you,
Yeah.
man.
You're breaking up a little bit now. You're breaking
Nintendo, I
up.
know you're a Nintendo fan. So no disrespect to them when I say this.
Yeah.
Right now, there's only one company pushing the industry forward, man.
Of course.
When I'm talking about innovation, I'm talking about bringing something new to the table, something exciting, that experience that gamers been begging for I want to say at least since the Xbox Series, less 5, 10 years, easily. We've been playing the same experience for God knows how long.
Yeah.
And now you got some Microsoft, which I granted. They at first they had
So you cut out there, Melo. You cut out.
Oh,
yeah, repeat it. Repeat.
I said there was a hold on.
Yeah, you're breaking up. I don't know if you. Yes, now I'm hearing you clear.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm in the car, but apologize for the audio. But it's just they had a rough start. The Xbox Series X, we not gonna sit here in front. The Xbox One was a terrible start. You know what I'm saying? Games was abysmal, it wasn't there. You know, you had people like myself and others out here defending Bleeding Edge and Tonic, Super Lucky Tales, Recore, Quantum Break, like the list go Medium. We can go on and on, but Microsoft has got their strive. Like right now, you're seeing what Z say they want the behemoth. Now you got the behemoth. You know what I'm saying? The gorilla in the room, and he knocking out all 100 people in the room. You know what I'm saying? Now you get to see the full strength. Now you complaining. Oh, you punching too hard. No, You was
no.
you was
There's
good.
no.
You was good
Yeah,
when I was playing with the pillows. When I had the
yeah.
pillows on my head and I was just tapping you. Now all of
Mellow,
a sudden I showed you my real power. Now y'all
mellow.
want to play hurt victim.
There is
What
no
happened?
punching too hard. There's no punching too hard. These ponies are going
Yo,
to get this work. They are going to get it.
Oh, good. One. And
Get up,
don't get it
ponies.
up.
Get up. This is what I'm saying. They are going to get this work
oh,
because they have been talking smack for years, Mello.
for years.
For years.
You
Right?
asked for this. You said, "Where's the money at? Where's the games? Where's the
Correct.
innovation?" And then all of a sudden, now you're getting it. It's too much. Oh, it's not a console. You want to bring up every excuse in the book. Oh, they not creating games natively, organic, as if Spider-Man was created organic from Sony. No, like
Exactly.
they bought it just like everybody else bought a company and went from there. So it just amazes me how the company that's giving you pasta. I didn't know that giving a person options on how to play their games and experience was a bad thing. I didn't. I'm lost here. I'm in the twilight
Exactly.
zone.
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
say,
This is it's so sad. It's so sad that it's not even funny. Pilump, check your invite, Pilump. I'm sending you a invitation here now. Let me see, where is peace. Let's send Pilump. All right, yeah. So you got the invitation, Pilump. Yeah. So
mm,
yeah. When Cerebon said that here, what they are going to have several consoles, or they are investing in their hardware lineup in the
mhm.
near future. Didn't these ponies say this was the last Xbox, Mellow? What's
Oh,
going on?
they
Did something
always
went wrong in
say
the Matrix? Did something?
they,
What went on there, man?
apparently a glitch is in the matrix. We done had multiple shows where they said, "Hey, this is the last generation of a console. They're not making any more consoles after this." And
Yeah,
now you got Queen of the X, Sarah Bond, coming out here saying, "Yo, we're going to drop the most massively entertaining console that you're ever going to see hit the market.
yeah,
We finna drag y'all into the future of gaming,
yeah.
regardless if you want it or not."
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
people are crying. They're crying. But you know why they crying? Because
Yeah.
Sony can't keep up. Sony don't
No,
have the infrastructure to keep up.
no,
And
no.
you see
But
them backpedaling right now as we speak. You've seen the interviews, even with the investor interview. They're
yeah.
going back to their old ways of doing things for the PlayStation 6.
You see, with that old system, Melo, they have to realize that these developers now do not want only exclusive games. They want their
Mm,
games, even if it's exclusive, it have to be timed, and you have to give them a bag for that.
exactly.
If it is that you are having exclusive games right now with those third parties, you have to
Hmm.
give them an initial bag, and guess what? Eventually, they are going to bring it to other platforms.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
incentivize them to even bring that content to your platform.
yeah, for sure.
That is a fact.
For sure. So, when these guys and them talking about, no one wants to work with Xbox, we are seeing every major third party game coming out. And just of a sudden, Mellow, we have
Hmm.
seen a surge in Japanese game support for Microsoft.
I bet
Look
they
at
do.
how many Japanese games are coming to Microsoft all of a sudden. Games that would have skipped the platform years prior. So
Hmm.
Microsoft is working in the background. Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, Matt Booty, they are working in the background to get these games, more games, to the Xbox platform. Who could deny
Because
that?
look at the situation in that we just gonna take what you're saying right now,
Yeah,
and this is the prime example. Are you just gonna get a 1 year, 2 year, maybe 3 year deal with Sony, and you
yeah,
just get a bag from them, and
yeah,
just you're forced to just put your game on PlayStation alone,
yeah.
or you're going to come to Microsoft where they say, "Oh, we're going to give you the bag to put it in the Game Pass."
Mm-hmm.
You have a choice of doing that, but not only bringing it to our platform. Guess what? you can get access to other people as well, as long as they have
Yeah,
Game Pass.
yeah.
Long as they
PC.
have that
Mm-hmm,
PC,
mm-hmm.
the mobile market,
Mobile, yeah. Cloud.
play anywhere. We'll give you
Mm-hmm.
the infrastructure. How in the world are we fighting against a company that says, hey, we know that we sell our console at a loss, but guess what? If we license it, we license our brand out, we don't have to worry about taking a loss on the hardware, and we can still deliver the consumers a great experience, an Xbox experience.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
are we faulting that?
yeah. I mean, it doesn't fit with the pony narrative. You see, their narrative is consoles. They believe
Exactly.
that as long as they sell as many consoles, that's will decide the winner. But let
Yeah,
let's hear what our Pilum. What up, man?
Yeah, I just was
that was good,
arguing
bro.
with a pony and an ex-pony bot
Yeah,
earlier today.
yeah,
Like he said, it goes back to it don't fit their narrative. Because I
yeah.
made a straight up point. I said you would rather sell a console for $100 loss than
Right.
sell a video game for a network.
Come
Make it
on,
make sense.
make
I'm
it
gonna
make
sell the
sense.
game.
Of
That
course.
is
Yeah,
crazy.
I still want to sell my console, but I think that game is more important. And like
Yeah.
I said, the fella realized Xbox is running a business. They don't care about the fanboy.
No,
We
nope.
are the hardcore fanboy that don't want the game nowhere.
Yeah,
Microsoft is looking at numbers.
yeah.
And if it
Uh,
makes sense for them to get more money out of ponies, why not?
yeah. And you see, to add to what it is you're saying, at the end of the day, as a gamer, we have to see which platform is giving you the best value. That's the end
Facts.
of it. And at the end of the day, you cannot deny. How could a person sit and watch you in your face and confirm that here what Game Pass in it? Let's be real.
That is insane to me. Cause I'm like, dude, they giving you first class treatment, brother. You get it. You get first class access to all our content plus some, depending on our third party developers. It's
I,
not about the console sales anymore. It is about monthly active users.
Yeah,
you
Who
that's
yeah,
has
what
the
I told them earlier.
who
yeah.
who has the content that's going to keep the person entertained for hours on end during the day? That means,
Correct.
guess what? The more you're playing our content, that means the more you're buying into the microtransactions, you're paying for extra content. On
Yeah.
top of that, you're also helping us build a sequel. This is
Come on.
what, like, this is plain black and white. Why are we in the twilight zone as if we don't understand what being a first class citizen is? Like, if I'm paying for a
Buddy.
country club, I want country club and treatment.
Come on, man.
If I'm at Cooper Hawk and I'm buying a
Give me my
membership,
sushi.
give me my
Give me.
sushi, give me
Come
my
on,
wine,
man.
and treat me like the king that I am, and
Come
let the
on, man.
peasants pay. What's hard about this?
But you know what's funny, guys? P-Lump Melo, I want to get your opinion on this video I'm going to play here. Because
Okay.
right after Sarah Bond made the video, and she said in plain English, okay, what is their plans for the future when it comes to hardware? AMD made a video, and they made another statement, but the ponies comprehended this as AMD is no longer making any silicon for Microsoft, that they are going beyond Microsoft, meaning
Oh
they
my
are moving
god!
away. So tell me if you guys are getting this from this video. You guys would have your turn to say what you all got from the video, right? Listen to this. So this here is the AMD CEO, I would guess. Listen.
AMD and Microsoft are advancing a bold shared vision for the future of gaming, one that enables seamless gameplay across any screen, placing gamers at the center of the experience anywhere. We're so excited to be deepening our relationship with Microsoft and build on the over 2 decades of partnership, innovation, and trust.
So did you all hear deepening their relationship with Microsoft and building on the 2 years? Or did they say they are
Yeah,
Microsoft? I'm just making sure I'm not tripping.
nah,
They
you,
never
you just
said that they was making their systems. They building a relationship. It's a
Right.
partnership.
Right. Good. I'm just making sure. I don't want to believe that I alone is going crazy in this place. Okay, let's
But
continue. Go ahead.
Pastor, I just want to say this.
Yeah.
Even if they were, what difference does it make?
Exactly.
I mean, I'm so sick and tired of these ponies. And then what they do is they move the goalposts. It's just a constant shift of the goalposts. Earlier today, he was shifting the goalposts in live time. I'm like, you cannot be serious. We're supposed to be talking about Microsoft. He's talking about a totally different company. I'm like, we're supposed to be talking about Microsoft. Why are we not talking about Sony? He's talking about Ubisoft. We're supposed to be talking about Microsoft. Now you can't get your point across because I'm speaking facts, and you can't argue with facts. They don't know how to handle that.
The shift the goalposts.
Yes.
Yeah, the shift it.
And like I said, what's wrong with Game Pass? None of these games we own. We own nothing no more.
No, I'll tell you something, Pilum. A lot of the guys who are capping about Game Pass, they have Game Pass now.
Yeah,
listen to me.
And I'm just realizing that. I'm just finding that out.
Listen to me. A lot of these guys, Dreamcast guys, Crap Gamer, all of these guys are subscribers to Game Pass. They are here capping for their audience because right now it's very lucrative to criticize Microsoft. And at the end of the day, nothing is wrong with criticizing Microsoft, but one cannot deny that right now Microsoft is giving you value. That is undeniable. You know what I'm saying?
This is why I say I made up my own word. I know it's delusional, but this is why I call them delusional.
No, you know, it's not. It's not delusional, no Pilum. You know what it is?
This is a sickness. It is.
That is what it is.
But they fan base eat it up, and I'm like, how slow are y'all? I'm being honest, and I mean they are in the drones.
Yeah.
And they said, I'm talking stupid. I'm talking out the side of my neck when clearly I'm stating facts. I'm laying down the ground rules. I'm breaking it down to the lowest term for you to understand. That's just like me selling candy and I allow you to come on my block and sell your candy. Right. And your candy is better than my candy. That means you're going to steal my customers. How
they can't see that. They can't see that. You tell a pony that and they would say, for some reason they are winning. Go ahead.
I don't understand. You allow your rival company to put their game on your machine. Are you crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how they don't. Hey, I don't see how they don't see how that's not a problem, man.
Good Lord.
Like, people that never played Microsoft games are playing Microsoft games right now on their PlayStation. Do you not see how that's a problem? Not for Xbox, but for PlayStation. Now they're going to start wondering to themselves, why am I buying all these games when I can just play them on Game Pass?
Exactly.
You think that's not going to come across their mind?
Come on now. What's your name again, sir? What's your name again?
I'm
P-Love, man.
Hollywood.
Talk your stuff, boy.
I'm just
children.
You're more than welcome to follow me. You can come to my channel. I go live each and every Tuesday at 6:15.
Yeah, man.
The P-Love Power Hour. Yeah, they don't play my theme song, Pastor.
So I mean, this is what I've been saying. Microsoft made a very smart move to come into the PlayStation platform. Go ahead.
Pastor, oh my God, that video you put out earlier today, that killed them. That killed the ponies from the very start. And that's when I was trying to argue with the dude earlier about. I'm like, you do realize Microsoft was really never technically. And the console generation has always been a PC.
Here this Pilum. Here what I'm going to do for you. You see that video that I reacted to today?
Yeah.
Let's react to it real time, right? I'm going to play it now. In between, while I play it, you guys could stop me and comment anything that you guys picked up in the video, right?
Okay. All right.
So let me share that video. Now shout out to J-Rock on Twitter. I got that video from him.
I'm not gonna lie, you make me want to. I was gonna put you on my show too. That I'm like, I got to use this clip.
Use it, man. Let me just say shout out to J-Rock
myself. I ain't gonna hold you.
Because
but it kills the pony narrative, man. They don't like it.
It did kill it.
And I said, only thing Xbox did was go back home.
Come on.
They just went full circle.
Come on.
They always been a PC console.
But these guys
should
don't
I
want to
say
see
a
that.
hybrid?
Yeah.
It never was a console. It always did more and brought more to the table than a. Then he gonna try to sell me what's the most powerful The most powerful console to this day is still the Xbox X. I don't care what nobody say because that PlayStation Pro cannot do what the Xbox X can do.
Correct.
They don't have quick resume. That's a killer right there. It can't play backwards compatible games. Like I said, I was arguing with the dude. He caught me off guard. I wasn't quite ready. But the PlayStation console can never touch Microsoft console. Microsoft always had a more powerful, advanced console.
Correct.
Every generation. I don't even care if the power wasn't there as far as the gameplay wise. It still had other things in the console that the PlayStation couldn't do. Microsoft already had the better console, but all right, I'm gonna shut up.
So no, to add to what you're saying, Pilam, right, Melo, the argument that took over this week was Microsoft is getting out of the console business. And a matter of fact, there were a lot of guys who was trying to define what is a console. Forget about what is a woman. These ponies were out here trying to figure out what is a console. Some persons were saying that a console is something that has a closed ecosystem, a closed, system, right? A PC is something that has multiple storefronts. So it has to be closed. It has to have one storefront. That is the definition of a console. Now, I made a plain statement. All I simply said is that a console is a device that primarily plays games. Very simple.
Pastor, you reading the chat? You reading the chat?
No, I'm not reading
Enjoy that food on Sony Net. Enjoy that food on Sony Net.
Sony's Net, yeah. Well, what do you say? Let me see that now. Enjoy that boot on Sony Net.
When he talked about me and that 720 dude.
Yeah, let me see what he said. Hey, Pilam, I saw you today on the next gen 720 were Beast Bro finally. Yeah. Sum them out, man. At the end of the day, once it is they allow you to speak, logic would always win. Logic would always win. Yeah. Once they allow you to speak.
And then you can tell when he got quiet. And then he realized that he lost. It's like, you can't argue with facts and truth. And Tim Dog ran as soon as I came in there. And I'm so mad because I shouldn't have been talking stuff in the chat.
Did you know? Yeah, he lost 130 pounds. Shout out to you, Tim Dog, for losing all that weight. I mean, you had to go on the PlayStation starving diet to accomplish it. But congrats to you. Thanks to Sony and starving their community, you guys can now lose 130 pounds by subscribing
I never seen or
to
heard
PlayStation.
This much about Tim Dog until he got skinny.
Come on, man.
When he was fat, I never knew nothing about him. I just only heard of him.
Come on.
Now that he's skinny, he's all over the place.
Come on, man. The guy's running, he's walking.
Yeah, he really is.
Let's listen
like
to
I
this
said,
video here.
Now he want to take your wife, your mother, your auntie, your sister, and now he want to fight and beat everybody. Where was that energy at when you was big?
Come on, man. Sugar level was high. But let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this video here, right? So listen, stop me anytime in the video, guys, and let's discuss this video. Listen to what it's saying here concerning.
This is a banger. It's a killer.
Yeah. But that's not it. Here.
One of the first things Nat said was we needed a proper code name.
Something that would plant in people's head and take on a life of its own. Nat said, well, isn't it?
Let me stop it one time, guys. What are you guys seeing here at the bottom? The last.
Thank you.
What is this?
What else? What else? What does it have in it? A hard drive.
Come on.
What do a computer have? What do a computer have?
Look at this.
Drive. What do a computer also have as far as software? Windows.
Come on, man. What are these guys even doing?
I'm telling you, man, watch when I
What
get
are these guys even doing?
And no, did you let them know this is from the beginning, y'all? This is the very first Xbox.
Yeah, this is the first Xbox. And Microsoft was saying, here what? This is the key features that make up the Xbox. Right? So these guys are complaining that
to better gamer experience.
These guys are complaining, Melo, that here what? Microsoft is going to put Windows in their next Xbox. But isn't the first Xbox we are seeing very clear, has a dumbed down Windows here.
Yeah.
Come on. So, I mean,
and
these
Windows
guys
was
don't know.
always running in the background. That's the crazy part about it.
Come on. So let's go again.
Really a direct Xbox in the living room? I'm like,
right there, stop. Did you hear what he said?
Right there?
No,
Go ahead.
a direct Xbox.
Correct.
It always was a PC. They just took the direct thing off because direct come from the PC.
Come on.
The direct X.
Come on.
It always was a PC, dog.
So what are these guys even talking about? What are you guys talking about? Is there any ponies in the chat? What are you talking about when it is you said that here what? Go ahead.
You know what? You just took me down memory lane. Even me as a kid, with the things that you can do with I said, this is something like a PC. This is not no gaming console. Even as a kid, I realized that was a PC. That's all I wanted to point out, though. Like, but they don't understand. Xbox always been ahead of the game.
It's like
Xbox is the trendsetter.
Correct. But they don't want to listen, man. They don't want to listen.
So
let's go.
That's what
all right.
Yeah.
It's about. And we just put up on the board, let's call it the Direct Xbox.
So we had this awkward thing in our mouths all the time. It was a Direct Xbox.
And I remember saying, that's too long. It's just Xbox. And we liked that.
That was our code name as a stand-in until we had something better come along.
Day, these guys from the DirectX team walked into my office. And they pitched me on this thing, the Xbox. And basically what they pitched was a disguised PC.
Stop.
Yeah.
No, damn, he just said it. Can we wind that a little bit and then I'm going to let him finish talking?
Yeah.
Just right there. Now, you see what that is, right?
Correct.
They did. All they did
and the transformation. And the transformation.
I'm gonna let him finish cooking. My bad. I stopped
no problem. No problem.
What they pitched was a disguised PC. I thought, oh, this is great. This is like a bridge for me to get to the console business.
Stop.
Yeah. So it was a bridge to get towards the console business. But it is a disguise. The Xbox, according to the makers of the Xbox is a disguised PC.
It always been a PC from start. It was never a video game. It was a PC that you can play video games on, man.
Come on now. But these guys don't want to listen. All they want to do is talk crap. Right? So let's go again.
Yeah.
Melo, you have any?
Hold on, Big Money. Actually, that wasn't Bill Gates. That was his team because they shocked Bill Gates with this shit.
Right. Yeah.
Go. That's all I wanted to point out.
Box that will run a native version of DirectX, which is the part of Windows that's really focused on the game developer, was revolutionary.
It's going to be easy to port to this machine, easy to take my games and make them run, unlike running on PlayStation at that time or Nintendo.
Yeah.
Did you hear what they said? Unlike running on PlayStation and Nintendo, it's easy to port to this machine because it was always a fucking, a freaking PC.
Yeah. Hold it. I know you're getting passionate. No problem.
I'm sorry.
No problem. So yes, following up with Plump, this was always a PC. And Microsoft plan Plump was to make things easier for development. You see, if it is you make things easier for developers, more developers would come.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? More developers will come. So this is what Microsoft plan always. Now, if Microsoft is to revert back to even making the operating system on the next Xbox even easier to work with, more like PC, you could know how many games will be coming to that platform. It'll be crazy.
Machine that were just very alien hardware compared to a PC.
Yeah.
Ed understood all this game development is happening on the PC. We wanted to make a console that was specifically designed to be easy and fun to make games on. And if the most creative people did their best work on your platform, that's really good business. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Basically, I said, I'm in. I like this idea. I want to help you guys.
So, Plump, I mean, these guys were geniuses. Think about what they wanted to do. We know that Sony had a monopoly on the industry, Nintendo as well. And they wanted to get in. And coming into the gaming arena as the third person was difficult. So doing it with, is Pilam still there? Pilam, you left there, man? You could come back and Pilam. Yeah. So doing this with PC in mind, getting all the teams together.
No, I'm still here. I'm sorry. I'm here.
Okay, good. So I mean, these guys were geniuses, as I was saying, to put this together, and they really had a plan to making this box and making it an easy box for developers to jump into.
Yeah.
That was a very interesting thing I noticed there as well. All right, let's continue.
We were pitching a very traditional game console, and the Xbox team proposals, I understood it.
But you notice something, Pilar? They are calling it a game console, although it's really a PC.
Yeah, cool.
Understand?
No, I understand the concept of the thing, but the actual bare bone of the system is a PC. It's a window ran PC. They just put a skin over top of Windows. That's basically what they did in the beginning.
That's right.
They stripped it down, just like what they're doing with the new handheld. They're stripping it down to make it a console handheld that they still want to call a PC. So if you buy that logic, that's what they did to the first system. To be honest, I mean, if you really look at it from beginning to end, everything started off as a PC that's stripped down and made it into a console. That's just what it is. It's PC parts. They're going to tell you how they took PC parts from the back of their cars and this, that, and the third. It's a PC.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just.
I mean, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. It's very, how to say, annoying that these guys, they are pretending that they don't know what it is. They know what it is, Pilam. They know exactly what it is.
It sounded to us like, hey, we're going to take a PC and we're going to go build a console out of that. And it just didn't seem credible.
Right.
It's just not the way the business worked.
Final round. Fight.
These two groups came at the idea of building a game console in very, very different ways. So this meeting got really contentious.
So I'm guessing that it was Windows against DirectX. Yeah, it was Windows against DirectX.
Definitely.
To see who Bill Gates will choose as leading the console. Yeah,
it's going to show in the end. I mean, you've seen it. Yeah, let them see what's going to happen.
Have to watch these guys like on our plan and tell us it's not going to work, and talk to Bill about how game consoles really work. I'm waiting. I'm like, come on, Bill, kill him, shut him down. They're full of shit. He doesn't do it.
I wanted to see the Bill Gates of old. I wanted to see Old Testament Bill Gates, the guy that was famous for throwing people out of meetings and telling them never to come back and telling them that they're the dumbest person in the company. To my horror, Bill sat back and stroked his chin and was very thoughtful. Bill said, well, I think both teams raised some good ideas.
But he didn't seem really that impressed.
In front of that audience, we realized we had to bring out every stop.
The guys from the DirectX side knew that you don't go to a Bill Gates review without showing something really spectacular.
Was that
the PC side? The DirectX is the PC side.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, yeah. I just wanted to point that out.
No problem.
And so, leading into this meeting, none of us had slept for like a week.
We made this little device that had relatively old PC technology with a.
What kind of technology it had in the box there, Pilam?
Old PC technology.
Come on.
And not only that, what do these consoles right now have?
Old PC. Yeah. You're right.
Game console like case on it. And we modified Windows with the hack.
What did he say? Right, stop. What did they do? They modified Windows, man.
Yeah. And it makes sense. No, but think about it. If Windows is the leading software, the leading platform, the leading operating system, right? Why would they want to reinvent the wheel? Use Windows, dumb it down so you don't need.
Say it one more time.
Dumb it down so you don't need to, process
I don't think
Office.
Heard you right there.
Yeah,
they dumb Windows down.
Come
son.
Come on. And this is what they want to do with the new platform again. They want to use a custom Windows. And a matter of fact, what Sarah said, or rather what Phil said in one of his interviews is that this is the closest Windows would have worked with the Xbox team since the original Xbox. You understand what I'm saying?
Since the original, and what did I say? They ain't doing nothing but going back home.
They're going back home. Right back. Come on home. Come on home.
Started.
Come on, man.
Just open a hole from the bottom up and exposes the hardware.
It was a bunch of PC components and a game controller, and it was literally just held together by chewing gum and tape.
Soldering stuff.
What was it, Pastor?
What's that?
What was it? A bunch of PC components.
Held together with tape and chewing gum.
Bubble gum and a remote control.
Come on.
It was a box PC.
Come on.
That's all it was. A PC in a box. What would we call a mini PC?
Yeah.
That's all it was, man.
But you know what's funny? Who are the ponies and them to dictate what this is? These ponies don't know what their own platform is doing with first party. Who are they to dictate? Exactly. Even Microsoft, the makers, they are calling it a console. These PCs have no authority to say what it is. But tell me what's the roadmap for PlayStation games, first party games.
Pastor, I asked them when was the last time they brought a first party game out that was not on VR, that was not like MLB that comes out every year. What was a major first part and not a remake? They can't name their major first party title.
None.
But they know everything about Xbox.
No, exactly. Because bad Xbox news sells. That's just the fact.
But it's never bad news. They turn it into bad news.
That is what I'm saying. They turn it into bad news, they twist it, and the ponies, they eat it up. Simple as that.
I don't know what can Microsoft do to satisfy anybody.
Correct.
It's frustrating. I'm really frustrated. I'm like, y'all are this the loop. What is it?
They are sick.
No,
they are
say
sick.
No, put it up there.
What? Rewind it again?
No, it's a sickening.
Oh, you wonder? Oh, yes.
What is
of
it?
Course.
This is a sickness. It is deviant. Therefore, we don't want it.
Man.
It's a plague. It's a plague. It's a plague, Pilam. We have to stop it. We just have to.
The dark cloud of the game.
Yes, it is.
I'm serious, man.
Look, I am listening to me. I am talking to you, and I'm hearing the frustration in your voice.
Yeah, because it's like you don't get the. Don't get me wrong. You have some annoying Nintendo fans, but the PlayStation fan, I'm not even.
They're sick. Listen to me. Fans. I told you already. I have seen something with some ponies. These guys are clinically sick. Trust me.
They're the ones that sold their private part to one of the developers.
Yeah, sick.
PlayStation. Tell me it's not that they're
mentally
ill.
Mentally sick. Let's continue the video.
Stripping wires. And this was like, in the back of our car or like, on the floor in a conference room that we were making this stuff.
An ugly timer on it that showed Windows booting up from power.
Booting a PC
Windows
20 years ago would take like 3 minutes. It could take longer. It could take 5-6 minutes. These guys played with a PC, pulled stuff out that wasn't necessary, changed the BIOS.
And I turned it on. And so it booted in like 3 or 4 seconds.
Right there. What did he say though? Did you hear what he said?
He stripped down. They took out parts, and that was essential. They took out key thing with the BIOS.
Down
with the BIOS.
To its weakest turn.
Correct.
And then it boot up like flash.
Correct. And listen to what Bill Gates going to ask.
Yeah, I know. That's my favorite part. He said,
listen to what Bill Gates going to say.
Bill Gates almost jumped across the table. He was so excited when he saw that.
Bill immediately looks at us.
Why the doesn't Windows boot like that all the time? Yeah. Bill wanted to see it multiple times. He's like, turn it off and do it again. Turn it off and do it again.
I saw his jaw drop. This is a guy who knows more than most people in the world will ever possibly know about PCs.
Stop. Right there, Pastor. What did he say? This is a guy in the world that knows more about
yeah.
PC than anybody in the world. It's a freaking PC.
Yeah, but you see, if they did not do that, Bill Gates would not have been impressed, and it would not have made sense that they come to that interview with just Windows running. It was intelligent for them to play with the BIOS, take all these things that they didn't need, the Office, all the operations in the background, and also have this able to just boot and go straight to games.
Yeah.
You understand that? And this is the kicker here, Pilum. This is the kicker here. Listen to what they said after.
PC, probably for the first time, come on immediately. And we had a software emulator of a PlayStation.
Pastor, go back.
Go
Can
back?
we wind that like a little bit back? When
Right
he
there?
said Bill Gates, a little more. One more.
One more. All right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
A PC, probably for the first time, come on immediately.
What did he say? He saw a PC come on for the first time, probably immediately.
Yeah,
but he
a
still
PC come on
called it
immediately.
a PC.
See, yeah, come on immediately. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So in Bill Gates' mind, and most of those hardware developers at Microsoft, they understand that Xbox was always a PC. They understand that.
We had a software emulator of a PlayStation that had been written for Windows. So you can imagine the executive surprise when we took a PlayStation disc, stuck it in the Xbox prototype, and immediately Tomb Raider came on screen and all.
Stop it. Stop. So Xbox always been able to play
Come on, man.
games
Come
from
on.
the beginning.
Listen to me. That would upset. Listen to me. If it is that Xbox is able to do this right with their next console, and we are able to play PlayStation games on that new Xbox, I mean, what would the PlayStation community do, man? These guys would have to go on Suicide Watch because this is crazy.
They're seething. They already saying that it can't do it right now, and I'm like, we can technically play y'all games on the Xbox
right now.
now. Just go in the develop mode.
Yeah. And you can get all those emulators. And I believe it's allowed for the Xbox.
Yes. No, I think they did like strip some of it away though. They did like
they stripped some of it, some of it away.
Because of licensing and whatnot, I think it was.
But because of Steam, if that is coming onto the next platform,
you get that message.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you send me a message?
No, private. Look at your private message.
Okay,
Chat.
okay.
All its glory.
It bridged the gap.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll check you send it on what? Twitter?
No, double in the back. He in the back waiting for you.
Oh, Double Melo. Oh, okay. Where's Double O Melo? I'm not seeing him here.
He said he was in the back.
Oh yeah. Oh, Melo. Well, I thought Melo was here, man. Melo, I thought you were here all the time.
Nah,
I don't know you left. Yeah, we can hear you.
Heck no, nigga, y'all out here having a celebration. I was trying to jump in like, oh, yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said.
No, what part? Look, we can rewind it back.
Yeah,
no, I ain't gonna slow down the show.
Nah, because you know, I about the PlayStation part. We wind it back to when it.
Yeah, you gotta remix that part because
Let me come back here. You see, they have to hear it again, Melo. The ponies in the chat, they have to hear it again, right?
Just for the ponies in the back, they got the hearing aids.
They don't want to hear the truth.
Turn your hearing aid up, ponies.
Yes, correct. You know you guys are the Gilmore Girls of gaming. Come on.
Golden Girls, come on.
You see it multiple times. He's like, turn it off and do it again. Turn it off and do it again.
I saw his jaw drop. This is a guy who knows more than most people in the world will ever possibly know about PCs.
PCs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Saw a PC, probably for the first time, come on immediately. And we had a software emulator of a PlayStation that had been written for Windows. So you can imagine the executive.
Yeah.
What'd he say? What'd he say? Look, everybody said, "Dang on, man."
Yeah.
As a Windows. Come on now.
Hey,
Come on.
them ponies need some cheese with the wine. I'm not
That's
lying.
right.
They need some cheese with the wine.
They can't handle it, man. Most of these ponies have poor guts. They will get the bubble guts. But let's listen to it again.
Surprise when we took a PlayStation disc, stuck it in the Xbox prototype, and immediately Tomb Raider came on screen in all its glory.
What do you think about that, Melo? What do you think about PlayStation games was able to run on the original Xbox?
If Microsoft would have, if they had the mindset that they have now and kept it then.
No, see, they couldn't because of licensing.
Yeah, I know. Because right now, you hit on something on the head when you put it in developing mode. You're able to do the emulators, but people don't know also via the web browser you can access NVIDIA GeForce and play your PC games via that as well.
Right.
And you ain't gotta do it in dev. It's just going to the web browser and website and go.
But I'll tell you guys something. To that point, Melo, when Microsoft does come out with this console, they have to advertise it because it would have gamers coming into this who don't know these features. You understand? I mean, we are in the console business. We have our YouTubes. We think with our Xbox. We might know that, but if the mass public gets to understand that, here what you could play your PlayStation games on this new Xbox, that would be insane. But they need to know how to. I don't think they could come straight out and say that, but I guess they could allude to it.
I'm saying like this. Shout out Miss Sarah Bond, Queen of the X. If you are listening, this is how you do it. You gotta be slick with your advertisement and put the UI infrastructure in a commercial and just show Spider-Man in the corner tile of the OS of Steam operating system. When you do that,
that's it. No, you're right.
We got action at that point.
I honestly believe once, like I said earlier today, Microsoft, they might be crapping with their marketing, but at the end of the day,
and messaging too, and messaging. Sometimes they are confusing with the messaging.
They really don't have to because of why the ponies are doing it for them.
Yeah,
that's true, but for what I don't know what it is because
now
for whatever reason them doing that though.
Okay, but imagine we start playing them PlayStation games on that handheld. You think they not going to be talking about that? That's going to be the talk of the town.
But the only reason I give you kickback on that, is this, bro. We have a feature right now, or software, or promotion right now that saves gamers thousands of dollars on a year on video games, which is Game Pass. And people still carry that in the negative light to the point where you can say or have an argument that it's slowing down or stagnating the growth of a Game Pass.
Yeah.
Due to that negativity. People saying, oh, it's welfare gaming. Who want to do EBT gaming? And it's like, fool, we are consumers. If you play real video games and you're a real content creator out here,
this is what I pointed out.
This saving you today. Money is key.
Yeah, no, I'm about to tell you, Xbox dropped over $3,000 worth of games to this date for this year only. Who's going to be spending $3,000 in games?
No one. Come on, no one.
I know I wouldn't.
I'm saying for people that play games, who's spending $3,000 in less than 6 months on video games?
Yeah, man, that's not including DLC. That's not including microtransactions.
That's video games.
They're just the game itself.
And none of like your little micro little men that you get in the games and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so are you saying there's no peel-up? Let me ask you this, peel-up. Are you saying that we are just halfway in the year and Microsoft already dropped more than $3,000 in gaming?
Yes,
in Game Pass
and third-party
games. Jeez. Now, tell me something. How much of that $3,000 did you pay?
As of right
Game
now,
Pass. Matter of fact, I have Game Pass Ultimate, so I probably paid. I only paid for the special edition games.
Special edition, right?
Like, but I still get it in Game Pass because I was doing it wrong at first. At first, I was buying the whole special edition game when all I had to do was pay the extra $35 or $30 that they charge you if you have Game Pass.
Game Pass Ultimate, correct.
Yeah,
It's been 6 months.
But answer me this. So you have Game Pass, you just paying is it $240 for the year?
You pay $240. Right now you at $120
right
for the year. It's June, it's $120.
Correct.
We comparing that to $3,000.
And I paid and I don't know how many games. I have so many games. I ran out of hard drive space.
No, gentlemen.
I'm thinking about buying a 4 terabyte now.
Yeah, no, gentlemen, tell me something. Out of that $3,000, all those games came to Game Pass. If ponies wanted to buy all those games, how much they would have to pay for it?
$3,000.
Come on.
Thank you. You're making us pay for water, you son of a...
Yes, we are making you pay for it.
You're making us pay for grapes.
Everything, ponies.
Apples.
Pay
things that God gave us for free.
Nope. Bring out that water.
You will burn in hell when I'm through with you.
Nobody's burning.
You will not be allowed in
your
my
water is burning up.
At all.
At all.
Thank you.
Yes. So guys.
These ponies are capping though. It's a lot of cap.
Yes.
And I'm starting to realize that because the more and more. Y'all know I'm still kind of fresh legs with this whole YouTube platform stuff. Yeah. And the more and more I get around and the more and more I see that half of these ponies on here own an Xbox.
Man, listen here. You will see firsthand. You will go on a podcast with these guys. This is when I realized it was all fake. We are on the podcast fighting 2-3 hours with individuals about a console and who's giving you the best value when it comes to gaming. The moment we get off the show, they booting up. Who playing Gears? Who gonna play college football?
Hey, oh my God,
Xbox?
that's what he just said. I swear I lie to you not. You just took the words right. The dude just challenged me in Gears and come to find out he got thousands upon thousands of hours in Gears. And you're capping for Pony though, for Sony Lane.
Bruh,
come on,
every time I had I call names, nigga. I'm that thick. Big money.
I'll call his name. I'm talking about what is it? Next gen
that nigga
360, 720.
No, you talking about Cookie for no, man. Bro, that's the handicap gamer, bro. His name is Golden Girl of Gaming. That man got a handicap controller. He put in on all the handicap features just to play God of War.
Buddy.
That ain't no gamer. That's a participation award. That's you doing charity work. You doing charity work for the less fortunate.
Hey, dog, you got the
these guys are
got to come to my show, dog.
Yeah, man. We had to come, man.
Send
me an invite, man. You send me an invite,
brother. You get that man a Joe shot and the handicap controller, and then send him in the controller. No, matter of fact, you don't even plug the controller up. You remember how you used to do your little brothers? You just give him a snack and pretend like he playing the game. That's what you do with him. Brother, that ain't no gamer. You wasted your time and energy on that one.
No, but it does goes to show, guys. It does goes to show. The reason why I play that video is that, let's be honest, this strategy, we have to remember that right now the industry is changing, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say it's evolving.
Yes, it's evolving, right? We are seeing that games are they're more expensive to make, right? That is why we see
the same forever.
Nothing stays the same forever. That is why we are seeing a lot of the games as a service. These companies are trying to get their Fortnite. They are trying to get that recurring money coming in, because at the end of the day, Pilump and Melo, let's be honest, for an install base that has 77 million, Astrobot have no right to be selling 1.5. No, let's be honest. Could we be honest? Could we be honest for 1 minute?
No, I agree. But I want to point out something, y'all. Can I point out one thing? I want to take us back to Game Pass.
Yeah.
All right, let's take Game Pass for the lowest term. Game Pass makes this is we're going to round it off. I'm trying to get through the numbers real fast. But in a year term, at the lowest point, Game Pass makes $4.3 billion a year alone. $4.3 billion a year alone. How many games is that funding? And that's a yearly revenue that's guaranteed to come in. Now that number don't do nothing but grow, and that's at the lowest term. So it's really more than that. But I'm just saying, with that 4.3 billion, you think you can't be sustained? Game Pass is not sustainable.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's the point. That's the point of that I don't get. Who cares if it's sustainable or not? I'm a consumer. My focus is you entertaining me.
Correct.
And right now, for the value of what I am paying for Game Pass, I'm receiving entertainment. You have some of the most AAA developers under their umbrella dropping games in Game Pass religiously.
But time out. This is what I just said. I said y'all want Xbox gone so bad. So you do know when Xbox go, Activision go, Blizzard go, Bethesda go. Everybody goes. Do y'all not understand that? That's how delusional y'all are.
They are capping. They are capping. They are capping and pilum. All of it is a cap. They don't want their Game Pass to go because at the end of the day, these guys have high blood pressure. Their knees are going. Listen to what I'm saying, right? These guys cannot afford to make Game Pass leave the industry. At the end of the day, these guys have to, if they love gaming, if the hobby is gaming, the Game Pass is too much of a gem not to like. And what and to what Melo's saying, right? Who cares about what Xbox to make? But at the end of the day, they are playing it. They are playing it very smart because guess what? Not only are they satisfying their Xbox gamers, but now because of this new strategy where they are putting some of the games on the PlayStation, any sort of red that Xbox was in or Microsoft was in, they are now coming in the black because these ponies are these ponies are so hungry. Who knew that Elder Scrolls would have sold so well? Who knew that Forza would have sold so well? Who knew that what's the recent game that came out that sold well? Who knew that all of these old games would have been selling right now? Gears of War is the top. Come on. These guys are starving.
And then the crazy part about it, these are old games they're playing. The only new game they played was what's his name?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And that still was old. We already played it. Those who played it. Those who beat it. So like I said, that's my only problem I have with Microsoft. I honestly don't like the fact that single player games are going over there. No, I totally wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, let them play the multiplayer games because I know they're not better than us. And
but do you think
you can't turn on cross platform?
Do you think they had a deal with Disney for that game to perform well, no matter what?
Yeah, I think that was a deal.
Because remember that's an IP they borrowed or they were given. So they owed it to Disney for that game to perform and do as much as possible. So that game, we could have seen that game going multiplat because of Disney. But if it is, you notice, they are going to stagnate some of the other exclusives. So we didn't see Keeper going there. We didn't see Clockwork Revolution. And one other game. There were three games.
Starfield.
No, that was spoken of this year that are not going on to Sony. 3 games that will remain exclusive for Microsoft, of course, for maybe for a time or maybe indefinite. I don't know what's their plan, but we are seeing is not every single game that is going on to PlayStation. Whatever they are putting there, they are still getting some money from these ponies.
South of Midnight. I think they were South of Midnight.
South of Midnight, but there was a game that announced in the showcase. 3 games on the showcase.
It was Omni.
It was Clockwork. It was Keeper and one other game.
It was Omni with an A. It's like Power World. I remember. I know what you're talking about. Start with an A.
Give me 1 second, Pastor. Hold
on. Yeah.
Oh, Soul Levels also. Soul Leveling was an exclusive. And There Are No Ghosts, which was a console exclusive. Grounded 2, console exclusive.
Right, Grounded 2. That was it. Grounded 2.
Yeah.
Grounded 2 was a console exclusive. So, I mean, Microsoft know what they are doing. They are drip feeding these guys older games, remastering it, and these guys are lapping it up like if it's new food, Melo, this is all vomit. And these guys are lapping it up like it's new food, like this is a 5-star Michelin star restaurant.
It's a 5-star meal to them when they ain't got nothing to
Come
play.
on, man.
When you
Come
don't got
on.
nothing to play, you can take the slop out the kitchen.
Come on, man. Come on. Well, I know P-Lump left. I don't want to stay on stream too long. I'm seeing it's going like 12 o'clock for me. Guys, this was a wonderful stream. Thanks for rocking out. But it just goes to show how these guys had nothing to talk about this week. These guys were seething, they were crying, and at the end of the day, you cannot convince me that Microsoft strategy is bad for Xbox gamers. Where is it bad? The only bad I am seeing is console war points. Other than that, when it comes to gaming, you cannot beat that deal that Microsoft is keeping. So guys,
good, baby.
Come on, guys. Do me a favor. Shout out to Melo. Let Melo drop your channel in the chat that these guys support. P-Lump, if it is you available, drop your channel in the chat. Let these guys support. I mean, guys, show some love for these Xbox guys. Their insight is very good. These guys know what they're talking about. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I'm seeing Jamaican Rude Boy. What a guan. What a boy. Yeah, what a guan, my brother. Enjoy the boot on Sony's neck. Big money. Be big money. Who again came in here? Craig Martin. Who again? Be big money. Why so serious? All you guys that came in, P-Lump, everyone. Thank you guys for rocking out with us. You guys be safe. Don't forget to put God first and mankind after. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.